Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Beyond the Summit presentation of the Summit 7 Chinese qualifiers. I am Luminous. I'm going to be joined by the Nexon champ himself, Mr. Eos and Dota, for IG versus Newbee. We are in the lower bracket matchup here of the Summit 7 Chinese qualifiers, so loser of this best of 3 is eliminated from the running. We got IG on one side. They did drop down to eHome 2-1. So they got sent to the lower bracket. They since then have taken out IG Vitality 2-0, or actually 2-1. And for CDEC versus Newbee, we saw Newbee getting destroyed by CDEC 2-1. So that's where we are at. Steven, it's really early. Where you at? You doing okay, man?
I will manage.
You will manage. You sound very soft, so I will
manage.
I will bump you up. Okay. So we got a Crystal Maiden Abaddon combo here from Newbee. You know, the KP I used to know plays a lot more of like the Sand King, the Slaughter, the Axes, but judging from today and recently, he's been playing more like Tide Hunter and Abaddon, which is similar but yet very different at the same time. And now IG is going to go with the Slaughter Lifestealer combination that we've seen so many times before, and I am surprised that Newbee did give it away.
Yep, definitely. And I think the last time I saw KP play Abaddon, they were losing the game, and he went for the Naga build on his Abaddon.
Yeah, he is a very good Naga player, so
that's true.
If you go like Radiance, Octarine, Manta.
Well, I mean, this is one of the cores that can actually deal with this combo. You know, if you get jumped on as Abaddon, you're not gonna die. Just pop your ulti.
And I think something we brought up, I think yesterday when we were casting this actually exact matchup, was that Abaddon as a core gets to kind of sit more in the front because you're not gonna die. You get to like kind of be more aggressive, and also obviously the shield is gonna be great at debuffing that corrosive haze off yourself and off enemy heroes. So, or sorry, ally heroes.
10 seconds.
So I think Abaddon is actually a very strong pick against this combo.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, like you mentioned for that draft, was sometimes if you're not the one who's getting targeted, it's not easy to just quickly react and save your ally, because this combo just like
kills super
instantly
fast.
Kills people. Yeah.
Okay, well I guess it'll help if Newbee picks up some more of the tanker heroes, in which case would not be Terrorblade because IG takes it out. Terrorblade, why don't you explain it? Like why do you always see the Lifestealer team take out the Terrorblade?
I think if anything, it's like one of the carries that poses the biggest threat. Mm-hmm. Like you're really expecting yourself, or you have to expect your team to get a good initiation on the Terrorblade. Otherwise, you know, normally the itemization that comes out of Terrorblade is going to be like Manta Hurricane Pike, for example, right? If you mess up, then all of a sudden you have a Terrorblade who can just, you know, hit Hurricane Pike and pretty much demolish your melee core in just a matter of seconds.
And I think in the late game, if he ever gets up to Eye of Scotty, it's like, well, GG, because your Lifestealer is not even moving around. He has the high armor that could kind of help out against Corrosive Haze as well as Feast. And he's often tanky enough, especially with the help of Abaddon. You get to like pop a shield on him, he pops Sunder, and you know,
10 seconds to go.
Things could get rough. So you always see the Lifestealer teams try to ban out the Terrorblade.
Yep.
Alright, back to Newbee side. They got the Crystal Maiden here already, so if they were thinking about something like a Juggernaut, it's definitely within their wheelhouse.
10 seconds to go.
Okay.
How can you forget about the troll?
I mean,
how can you forget about the troll? We see the troll every day.
Oh my god, the troll. At this point, it's such a troll. Like,
10 seconds.
Is it a good hero?
You know, the thing is, I saw other regions running the troll warlord, and they run it with the max whirling axes.
Yeah, I think that's the better way to run it. It's so single dimensional. I feel like the Chinese teams are running it. But you know.
Well, it's kind of hard to blame them because maxing out the fervor is like what gives you the damage you need to just like demolish towers early on without really any kind of build up to it. You just have phase and Vlad's, and then by having max fervor, you actually can take the buildings.
It's not just about the buildings too. Obviously, it's a quicker jungling build as well. I mean, assuming you don't have endless mana, which he kind of does with Crystal Maiden, so you can spam your access. But like Fervor allows you to go from camp to camp relatively quickly. So I feel like the Chinese teams with the max Fervor build, they care more about the towers and they care more about farm. Whereas I think the Western troll builds just want to kill people, right? Which I definitely think it's a good alternative to playing Troll Warlord.
Actually, it wasn't even a Western game. It was a C game.
Okay,
I was watching the Clutch Gamers versus WG.
Uh-huh.
I think Armel was playing Troll Warlord mid.
Right.
Yeah, he max axes, and they were against an Invoker, and his Earthshaker just kept coming mid to fissure the Invoker, and the Troll Warlord just like destroyed him.
Yeah. Kill heroes. Good stuff.
Yep.
Alright, Disruptor is gonna be the pickup here.
5 seconds.
Ember Spirit.
Dyer's pick.
Oh, Ember Spirit. They're picking Ember Spirit into this lineup. That's it's pretty dangerous. One crush and I'm die. that is the Ember life here, and you're also against a Disruptor. Like, there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong for an Ember Spirit here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, even under the Static Storm, Abaddon's ult can still go off, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't think you can manually activate it, but once you go below 400, it'll passively activate by itself.
Yep.
Okay. So, I wonder if Disruptor is actually gonna lose a lot of its effectiveness. But, you know, it helps when they pick right into it with the Ember, so there's that.
10 seconds to go.
I recall seeing this matchup,
Dyer's ban.
with the DP versus Ember, right? I feel like the Ember got absolutely wrecked. I think it was Super playing the DP.
Yeah, Ember got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, and
They had to move the Ember Spirit into the safe lane.
yeah, and that was after him like perhaps dying once or twice. Now Super did go for a very interesting build where he maxed Siphon Spirit by 7. He had a point into his ultimate, and he had a point into silence. By level 8, he had a point into silence, which surprisingly like helped out the ganks very much so. His item progression was Yules, and you can imagine Yules into silence is very good. And then he also got Rod of Atos to pick on the Ember really, really hard. Now we'll see if XSS is going to be subscribing to the Super book of DP. And we're going to see the Boboka Enigma.
Radiant's pick.
I mean, isn't this just an easy silencer counter pick if you're a newbie?
Wait, before we start, isn't XXS the offlane player?
Sorry.
'Cause he's playing Enigma.
OP
is
yeah,
Death
OP.
Prophet.
Yeah. Sorry, getting the two confused.
Just making sure.
Yeah. You're right.
5 seconds.
Alright, Enigma.
Yep. So Newbee picks another hero that easily canceled the ultimate. It's gonna be the Warlock. Yeah.
I definitely don't really see Enigma as much of a black hole hero this game.
Yep.
Obviously, black hole is always, what it's going to be, right? It's always going to be a threat that you can have at your disposal at any time, but I think they're just going to pick Enigma here because of the rest of the lineup. It's works out pretty well together. He just kind of like sits back and lets the rest of his team initiate, and he's kind of like the backup tool that comes in afterwards.
I mean, he's gonna look for the rock coming out first and then jump in afterwards. Because after the rock, there's really like very few reliable way for to cancel it. Like Ember needs to do some tricky positioning to get the chain onto Enigma. And I think we said this analysis before with the hero Legion Commander, and it really applies to Enigma here. Enigma isn't just about the black hole; it's his entire kit. His ability to jungle, his ability to get that mech is quite critical, and his ability to push. Midnight Pulse is quite a strong teamfight spell, as well as like kind of a defensive spell for your early towers. So it definitely has a lot of legs, even though he has no legs.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Actually, you know, just looking at this lineup, it's actually not that bad trying to get off your
Black hole.
your black hole. Yeah.
I mean, the two heroes you have to
can
worry
just
about.
imagine.
Yeah, the Warlock and Emperor, right?
Not even like, sure, for the early game, you're gonna have to worry about it. But let's say you get a BKB later, right? Then all it really is the Warlock. Yeah.
Right.
And you have a team that's very good at trying to isolate him out. So if they can catch out the Warlock, like you're good to black hole anything.
All right, Newbee is gonna immediately smoke up. Crystal Maiden ports to the bottom side as well. Does not have any wards, and I've actually seen Newbee do this earlier with their support play. Essentially just making sure that they scout people coming into the jungle warding, but IG is not going to do any of that. This is the one hero that starts with a billion clarities. XSS has 5. Actually, not just the only one. I guess Techies also kind of does that, or used to do that.
I played Mirana offlane today. I bought 6.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
It's the secret number 6.
6.
I only had 6 because I hate random.
I see. And what's the rest like? Just tangos and
Boots.
boots. Okay. Well, Bubblegum able to drop off both
30
observer
seconds
wards
to go.
without being detected. I do believe that is the same for Newbee. This Abaddon stag has like the biggest horn ever. Holy Jesus. Look at that thing. I'm pretty sure that's obstructing Abaddon's sight, like when he's charging into battle. Like all he sees is freaking like little branches of trees.
And they're off.
No, there's a. No, you're right. That's definitely obstructing his vision.
Anywho, not important to mention at all. XSS will be eating his rain tree, salving or not salving, you know, shrining up immediately, and he is it off to the jungle or into the lane? Looks like into the lane.
Oh, it's gonna be the Warlock +1 in the off lane.
Wait, have you seen this before? Troll Warlord giving away tangos, and then he got one back. I think the first time I've seen a carry giving tangos away, and now these Eidolons, yep, gonna get dealt with.
Oh, 1 denied.
Nicely done. Really appreciate the question mark. I think that's actually the best use of question mark right there.
What level do you need to be for question mark again?
I don't know, like 500 or 300 or something.
Alright, it's not happening for me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is going to be that 60 level bundle maybe a month from now. Do you remember it from last TI? It's like
I do not.
for like 10 or 15 bucks, it's like 16 levels. You get like a couple of Immortal 1s and Immortal 2s. It's actually a pretty good deal.
Alright, here we go. OP is kind of showing why DP wins this matchup.
Yeah.
Dyer's mid tower could use
Right now he's only level 2, so it's not exactly, you know, that bad just yet. I expect it'll be pretty terrible once he gets level 3.
Well, I mean, like, just at the base of it, right? Like, DP has a strong attack animation. It does quite a bit of range damage. And depending on whether you pick up that second no talisman, you could even punish SC even harder. But looks like he's going to be queuing into that phase boots, which I'm pretty sure SC don't like to see either. Alright, regen. Looks like it will be gone by... Oh, maybe the root will come out?
Nope.
No root.
Regeneration.
Goes on cooldown.
Feels bad. This Emperor is suffering.
Look at Bulbaca, just super bullying him. Yeah, there you go. That's the way to play. That Courier gotta be somewhat careful. Another crush coming off. Alright, what was that flyer about? That flyer a little late. Alright, how's our Enigma player, dude? I haven't really been watching him, but I can't imagine this is actually a good lane for him.
I mean, he's doing fine. You know, he walked into the jungle because, like you said, the lane isn't that great for him. But finished his energy booster, working towards the arcane first.
Okay.
This is definitely the nice thing about offlane Enigma. You mess with the lane for just a short bit, and then, you know, very solid jungler.
Is there any reason that CM is not making this pull? Like, because constantly Newbee's pushing into the enemy tower, you could deny a lot of creeps. I say that Kaka's going to be doing that right now.
I think the idea is mostly just because, you know, you can't, obviously, I mean, he's going to play it right now. Just because Kaka actually needs farm, but I think at the end of the day, you're not really going to be denying the Enigma much of his farm, because if he doesn't have a wave to deal with, you know, he just walks into the jungle and he's still going to get just as much.
Right, right.
So,
okay.
you know, by making these pulls constantly, at least you can pressure this tower, like, fairly quickly.
I think if they had 3 heroes on the bottom half of the map, they could then stalk him into the jungle, but that clearly isn't the case here.
There's just creeps everywhere.
Back in the mid lane here, OP will eat a fire guard or 2. Looks like so far we don't exactly know what build he's going for. Just has the 2-0-2.
I'm kind of surprised at how well SEC is doing after seeing Super go through this matchup.
Right. Maybe, you know, he's not as familiar with this matchup. In fact, if he say Crystal Maiden, he's going to look to Spirit Dream, but I don't think that will be enough. And that was a pretty lucky rune for Kaka.
I'm wondering if the big mistake here is not going for a second null talisman. That's one of the big differences between the builds.
Sure. I mean, earlier phase boot can't be bad, right? But it was the fact that he didn't have as much stat as Super normally would. He did die there. How's Burning up doing up top? He's actually, I mean, he's farming well, but so is KP. And I think KP perhaps could get a little bit more out of his early farm by picking up like a phase, Hanamitis, and start ramping out of control.
Well, it's certainly shaping up to be that way.
Yep.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
But Enigma is going for the farming route as well. Arcane Boot into Hand of Midas.
Is that really the way to go, Hanamitis on Enigma? I know his talent is amazing, so there's definitely a lot of incentive to level up, but you're delaying things like mech and blink daggers.
I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, this is a Slardar Lifestealer or draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not exactly too pressured to be in a position where you need your utility items that early.
Right.
You just kind of wait on the, you know, your Lifestealer to get his damage items up, and for a Slardar to actually have the Blink Dagger as well.
Man, everyone's getting Hanamitis. Kaka's got one queued up as well. I mean, I guess this game he's playing the 4-position Crystal Maiden, so it's not unheard of. But here we go. We're going to see a little bit of rotation coming in here. Bopuka will crush off. They put up the Midnight Blows. They have the Black Hole available. That was a max range Black Hole. Crystal Maiden nowhere nearby to actually cancel that Black Hole. In fact, he's getting
There's one more crush.
One more crush is
Is
there.
it enough damage? Where is OP?
Maledict.
No,
There you go.
Got it.
OP comes in and now pops the Exorcism immediately. That was a very nicely timed gank. They got the 2 level 6s. And they're going to look to actually take down this tower. Faith porting in, and Ember porting in as well. Level 6, looking to triple Remnant forward. OP taking a ton of that damage. Nova Frostbite on him as well. He's draining a little bit of HP back, and I think he's going to survive. The Ghost doing a lot of damage to Kaka, but not enough to kill him. So the tower does not go down, but very good defense here from Newbee. But still, though, the first usage of the triple Remnant, you don't get a kill. That's pretty sad for SC.
Well, at the same time, Death Prophet using the ultimate. I mean, they get a kill out of it, but half HP tower.
Yeah.
Definitely still a victory for them. Unfortunately, Faith didn't have any mana. I think that should have been a kill if he had mana.
And what was he even casting? Maybe like a Fatal Bond and that's it. Top lane burning. Going pretty hard at KB here. No point in his ultimate just yet, but burning and able to keep up. Looks like it's going to be also a Hanamitis. How many Midas are we going to see this game? One from CM, one from KP. one from XSS, one from Lifestealer.
Mid tower's getting banged up.
So like 5, 6, 5.
I'm counting it from Newbee's side first. It's gonna be Kaka and KP so far.
Yeah. I mean, Warlock eventually will get one, I guess. I'm sure Boboka will eventually get one as well, but you know, after his blink.
Yep. Maybe. Well, right now we're sitting at about 4 of them,
Yeah.
which
That
is below average.
Below average? Is 5 the average?
Dire's mid towers having
Get-
technical difficulties.
Probably say like in this patch, I'd say like 6 of them.
I mean, it feels like it's week by week. There's some weeks where, you know, people are going Midas hard. And other weeks it's like, okay, well, you know, 2 to 3 is enough. Did you ping out XSS? The ward is scouting out the jungle. He is walking up the hill, but SC can jump forward. But XSS with that star game sense will dodge away from
Oh
the
no,
gank.
he stopped moving!
Just kidding. He's going to get rooted, and he is going to go down. Okay. Eidolons.
Oh,
Burning
Kaka.
Kaka. No! Oh my god, is Kaka going to die? Yo!
Oh, he doesn't
Yo,
get it.
Eidolons, man. Level
End of the
7
period.
Eidolons.
He dodged the curve.
Okay. Ports are coming in. It's Boboka. They got the glimpse, and, well, Mugi about to drop here. He's looking to TP out. In fact, he's going to make it. Wow, very important kill to be not giving away, because, as we all know, Troll dying 3 times is game over. So,
He's already 1 step closer.
alright. So, you know, surviving there was
2
very
more
key.
only. Damn, those Eidolons. That did so much damage.
Yeah. I mean, Crystal Maiden not exactly the tankiest of hero. No armor whatsoever.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Well, this time they will successfully take the tier 1. I don't think there's any way Newbee are going to defend this.
Yep.
They're going to go for their own trade mid.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, look at that Crystal Maiden attack speed. Go, go, go. OP ports in.
Oh.
Double siphon, and they glimpse him back. This time Mugi would not have a TP, but OP might be a little bit of worry. Here comes Burning, porting into the fight. Mugi is going to get the Aphotic Shield, and he's going to be fine. I think, no, they're diving hard for
There's
Mugi.
one more
Mugi,
siphon.
yep, he is going to go down. Alright, Aphotic Shield. Oh, now Lifestealer in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his ultimate. Burning's going to go down. Nice
Oh,
two-man
the
Fatal
Fatal Bond
Bond.
comes
The
out.
Burn's going to be there, and now they get double kill with the Fatal Bond. But OP did get 2 kills on the way out as well. At the end of the day, a 2 for 3 trade, but well, I think it's pretty even. Well, actually, apparently Newbee up ahead about 800 gold after that, and perhaps a little bit more after they take down this tower.
Yeah, that was a great exchange for Newbee. I think that was a big mistake on Burning's part, though. He TP'd in without enough mana, and he would have definitely lived if he had enough mana for Rage, but unfortunately for him, he was short 2 mana.
Oh, did not do that calculation, dude.
Yeah. Gotta do your math.
Well, XSS now really starting to pull ahead. I mean, Enigma's already one of the fastest jungler in the game. And now he's going for Hood first, secondary item. Good against, I guess, Ember Spirit, good against the Crystal Maiden as well. Just not something you see too frequently.
It's definitely the case. Normally you see the mech first, but...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 4 out of 5 heroes do magic damage. It's just a troll that you don't have to worry about with your hood, but... Very value purchase here. Oh, game-winning plan. Gank troll win game.
Oh, Troll does
Here
have
we
his
go,
shrine.
second death.
They have shrine, dude.
But they have
OP.
Disruptor ulti.
Yeah, well,
So it
Shrine
doesn't even
gets
matter.
activated. Mugi's HP is dropping fast. The ports are coming in. The Static Storm is dropped right now. Mugi. Okay, they do get Mugi.
got him.
XSS the black hole. No, he thought about it. The rock. Where's the black hole? Here we go. The black hole's gonna be there. They will try to get Faith, but the fire is burning. XSS. In fact, it jumps forward. He kills everybody.
Kaka CM ulti.
Where's your black hole now? XSS did not even take that rune value loss. He will make it out, I think. Oh, SC. All right, he won't get him. All
That
right.
was the perfect positioning for Crystal Maiden. That freezing field, full duration, 2,000 damage.
Yep.
More than SDCC in that team fight.
Well,
That was
here's the thing,
some
right?
great fight.
IG 2 fights in a row, they lose the fight, but they kill the troll. Troll 0 and 3. they found a win condition. Like, is the game over?
Well, if if Newbee loses this game, then our prediction still holds true.
Right. And it should be coming to nobody's surprise that, you know, Vlad's first is always the build, and Mugi will lead his team to these frontal pushes, which is going to be tough for a Troll Warlord that does not have enough survivability, but wow, I don't think I've ever seen this before. I thought Troll was going to go gank. Just kidding, he's ganking Roche, which is I've seen, you know, about a billion times. Like,
as you predicted, the one-dimensional troll continues.
am I being too hard on the hero, or do you think like this is actually? Are they really being one-dimensional?
No. I think this is just kind of how they like to play it. I think it's perfectly fine. I think this is what troll does.
Okay. Burning, looking to farm on the bottom side of the map. There's a haste rune greeting him if he wants to pick it up. And XSS being super aggressive with this play, just farming on the bottom side. Gonna be finishing that hood and now moving into a mech. Gonna be the Team Aura.
And he's completing his quest right now.
2 down, 10 more to go.
They don't have a. They don't have an enchantress to help him out.
That's the way to do that quest.
Dire's top tower's gone.
Here we go. OP, perhaps gonna get focused. OP's gonna eat the rock. The Fatal Bond's gonna be on top as well. Defensive Yules. And now that Storm not gonna hit too much of anybody. OP dropping low, dropping fast. Traces life for the Crystal Maiden. Burning is burning up. 4 heroes killing Burning, and he is gonna get brought down. Man. This Death Prophet, every death just hurts so much because Death Prophet's one of those heroes that could snowball if you just don't die for the first 15, 16 minutes. The other day, I think Super went like 12-0 and 12. Now? Oh god, XSS?
Oh, XSS, you cannot walk up like that.
He's got a hood
you
though.
Are not tanky enough.
He's from the hood.
Nice hood.
Yep.
Is it unfair of me to say that Super's DP feels far better than OP's DP?
No, I wouldn't disagree with you there.
Because that team fight honestly wasn't looking that bad, but like OP didn't ever take a moment to start using his Spirit Siphons. He had 4 charges the entire time. He could have easily thrown out maybe, you know, 2 to 3 of them before using himself, right? It actually heals you while you're duels.
Yes.
But because he didn't, I mean, he went down like immediately after coming down from the Yules.
I'm also pretty sure if that was Super, like he gets off a 3-man silence, you know, and he just like walks away. Oh, none of that happened. OP died. XSS decides to join his friend in the afterlife. He also dies.
He has all these utility items, but still very squishy with 1,000 life, and they're very, very close to dying.
Oh, Ember jumps in.
Coming in.
1-man chain, but okay, he's gone. Okay, he did get off the life drain and the Yules right now, and okay, look at the difference.
This is
the Black Holu is gonna be their faith is being chased on the back line, and the difference maker it's here. XSS and OP still both alive. They wipe all of them.
Okay, it's okay. OP.
I mean, he heard you. He's like next on champions talking to me. He opened up his diary, wrote down the date, and wrote down them notes. Okay, cast Siphon and Yules.
Yep. Game-winning strategy with DP. Start sucking everyone off. Alright, maybe that was worded poorly.
That is on a different notebook for a different person.
This'll come in handy.
But seriously, like, look at what a big difference that made, right? He lives through that engagement. They actually try to focus him down. He doesn't go down, hits the silence. XXS walks up, hits a huge black hole. They just easily win the team fight. Like, it wasn't even close this time.
And honestly, like, Newbee just have one mode of playing, right? You have to kill the DP, right? So, anything that you could do to make yourself tankier, it's going to be big. But now, Newbee is going to go right back in. They know that there is no black hole available, and no exorcism either. They're moving forward, but IG, with their Star Game Sense, will just back up accordingly. So a big deep smoke gank does nothing. But thankfully, Mugi is pulling up a creep wave, so they can go for another siege. And do you think that IG will try to hold this tower without their ultimates?
I think they're gonna have to just give it up.
Yeah,
But
it's
I mean,
too
at the
hard.
same time, there is the possibility where no, they're gonna get it.
Top tower. You know the drill.
I was like wondering if they would actually go for it because Slardar did pick up the Blink Dagger, but it's still a little too risky.
The Dire might want to mind that Dire has lost the
Gonna
top
just
tower.
chill on it. Wait on the Death Prophet's Solar Crest.
Well, yeah, what do you think about the Solar Crest? Like, normally when you get this item, you want to pop it very offensively, but it feels like a lot of this game, you don't ever want to pop it. You just want the evasion and armor for yourself.
Yep. I mean, this item is just insane. Like, even if you don't use it on anyone, it just gives you so many. It gives you such a strong defensive, or it just gives you so many defensive attributes. The evasion and 12 armor is just really really strong.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen a CM getting glimpse on like 3 TPs in. Be like, guys, we gotta back up our CM.
I mean, this isn't just any Crystal Maiden.
This is 9k Crystal Maiden with the
This
4
is
stack.
9k Crystal Maiden, yeah.
Yo, he's going for Axe. Yo, we might see it this game where everyone's gonna get frostbitten by the Axe.
That is pretty hype.
Yeah.
I mean,
is there actually a chance for him to channel a full ult, you think? There's so many ways to cancel it. Silence, Glimpse, Storm, Black Hole, Malefice, Blink Crush, right clicks from Life Stealer. Is this the right item, the Axe? Oh, he just, yeah, he goes Blink instead.
ooh.
I mean, less hype, but I think it's the right choice.
I mean, okay, well, to be fair, it's kind of like impossible, right, for you to just channel your ulti and hope for the best. So, I mean, I definitely agree with you there. You know, he makes the right choice in picking up the items that will actually allow him to ulti in the first place. But hopefully, after this Blink Dagger, he goes for the Scepter.
Might have to go for BKB first, and then Scepter. But you know.
And you're making too many setting too many goals for this Crystal Maiden.
It's important to have goals in life. That's life coach Newbee as a lesson to you. Because without goals in life, you just mindlessly walk through.
To my house.
Know what I'm saying?
Just the way I like it.
Just the way. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, here comes the smoke.
All right.
That was a pretty ballsy smoke because there was a chance that there was a ward there and they didn't sentry beforehand, but they are not punished. Boboka has the Life Slayer inside, and oh, SC is farming this wave. Is he gonna go for it? Yo, the game sense. Just kidding, he's dead.
Oh.
Just kidding. Oh, the
Kidding
plays
again.
SC. That was some luck sack shit right there, but no problem. Sometimes
What? That was calculated.
was it? Dude, he had no idea. He was just
Definitely
like, oh my lord.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. But, you know, it worked out. So, calculated.
I feel, you know,
Radiant's mid.
I feel like every time I see these ganks happen, it feels like deja vu to me because these Ember Spheres always do this.
Yeah, they do.
Time and time again. They just always do this. I don't know what it is about Ember players, but they always sleight a fist at the perfect time. More often than not.
Well, I mean, if they don't do the sleight of fist, they just die and we don't have this conversation, right? So maybe it's a selective memory that we have. Is that fair to
That
say?
sounds very reasonable, but
They always do it.
I'm gonna stick to, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the they always do it.
Okay. So most other heroes at their level 15 gold talent has, what is it, 90 gold per minute. But Ice Rock really want to tempt you with the 120 gold on Enigma. Be like, yo, take me. But I think the 15% reduction is very vital for a hero like this.
120 GPM though.
Yeah, I know.
It would tempt me.
I
I
think
probably would have taken it.
I think because it also works so well with your Greaves, right? Your Greaves cool down faster as well. And you, like your hood,
Well, it's
your
not just
pipe.
that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everything in his inventory.
I mean, he gets so many
Midas.
active items, yeah.
Yep.
Like, actually, somebody do
Alright.
the math on this, right? Like, if you get 15% better cooldown reduction for your Midas, how much of that difference does it make up with,
With
know.
the GPM.
yeah, with a 120 GPM?
Yeah, that's not a job for me. I mean, someone else is gonna have to crunch those
Okay.
numbers.
I mean, it would not surprise me if it actually ends up making that 120 GPM like a 90 GPM instead. because your Midas is, you know, a little bit more efficient.
Alright, OP has Vitality Booster, so he's probably going to be going for that Rod of Atos. Life is going to be hard for SDCC.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Looks like both teams are going for a little bit of slip pushing.
Been fortified.
Is there any disagreement when I say that I think IG has the better late game?
Dire structure.
Or can you make a case for the Troll and the Ember?
No, you can definitely make a case for them, especially if you consider KP is a Batten build. Like, he has the Radiance now.
Okay, that's fair.
So you have a very considerable fighting force on Newbee's side.
Right.
And you have two supports who, scale pretty well into the late game, especially if you look at, how Kaka was going to build CM, as you said.
I would
BKB
say
is the next.
I would say both team supports, going to be scaling amazingly into the late game.
Yeah, that's true.
Kaka, I mean, once he has the BKB and Blink, then you start thinking about Ags. And we'll see as Crystal Maiden gets there whether he's going to be selecting the 120 gold per talent or the respawn talent. I think those two are such a hard trade-off to decide against. XSS looking to pour it out here. Blink, Frostbite, and his team is away from him. He does have the Grieve and Pipe, but I think he's trying to get closer to his team before he pops those. Alright, there's a Grieve. Wait, where's the Grieve? He did use both already. He does die, but here comes XSS. It glimpses one back. It's gonna be the Troll Warlord. It's gonna die in 2 hits. Man, that Solar Crest did do a lot of work. KP though taking a lot of goes. OP sucking people off. He doesn't have the use anymore, and he will go down. Burning on the back line needs to rage and needs to TP out, but will he make it out? It's gonna be close. He makes it home. It's gonna be a 4-for-1 trade. Roshan just spawns.
Man, where did the damage go? There was just no damage.
There's no black hole. That Pipe
Right,
and that Greaves only hit like one person, so a lot of that net worth was just taken away from the Dire side.
Man, KP's Radiance purchase really turned things around. I mean, he did the most damage in that team fight. That was just a great play by Newbee. Going for that Enigma, they kind of realized, this Enigma is just way too much to deal with in the team fights. If it's like a full-on 5v5, but he managed to pick them off.
Yeah, that was pretty opportune for
ride.
Newbee, right? Like they were just walking down the river, and he just happened to be there.
And I think Death Prophet died so quickly. He was siphoning 2 to 3 people, but I didn't see where he uses Yul's out there, but he didn't have it up for himself.
Yeah.
To be used defensively.
I wonder if he used it offensively to like maybe burn a Flame Guard from Ember or something, but I think it's so important for him to use it defensively. And also, I haven't really been keeping track where he's casting these silences, because the team fights is so hectic, but I don't recall ever seeing anybody silence. So, I think OP needs to get on top of that. Because the AoE of that spell is like ridiculously huge. So, I don't know. So, I want to ask you, what's your thought on the Abaddon Blade Mail? Because, as far as I know, it should not work against Exorcism, right? Like your Ghost is doing the damage? Unless
I could have sworn it. I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay, well, ain't the first time I'm wrong. So we'll see in the team fight whether it does work or not. But he's mostly just getting it for the DP, right? Because I think Lifestealer could just change target or whatever.
Man, that last team fight was very confusing to me, because I could have sworn like IG looked like they were in such a good position, because U9 died instantly. But the real carry is probably KP now. U9 is just here to ulti for him.
Is it U9? I've been just calling him Mookie.
Oh, I mean, it's U9. Right?
Okay.
That's like his official name.
Well,
Not too sure why it's Moogie now.
I don't know.
Unless they replaced him, but I don't think that's the case.
Moogie, Besker, and Kaon. Maybe that's why. Is that true?
Anime is sinful. That's the real truth.
Alright. You heard it here.
I've graduated.
We've
I don't
begun.
watch that anymore.
Pretty sure you watch anime before going to bed yesterday and be like, anime is sinful.
Anime is.
Alright.
And if I watch it, then I have sin.
I mean, you sin every day, so.
I know how to handle such power.
What does that even mean?
We're humans. We're all sin. That's another life lesson for you.
Okay.
Alright, OP. Alright, he's the bait, right, in the mid lane? With nobody backing him up.
But he's got Arcane Rune, so you're invincible.
There you go. So I always find players having like a difference in opinion between the 150 cast range and the 1.5 second cooldown of the Crypt Zone. But it seems like the super school of thought is like your Siphon Spirit is everything, and being able to cast your spirit further away, like it's more important to survive and stuff.
I feel like I would be more comfortable having the cast range in almost every situation, just because of how DP normally itemizes. You know, you always have the Yules,
Right.
and like
Well,
you
I mean-
said, Spirit Siphon is very strong.
I'm not sure how important is a Yule's case, because you don't really want to use Yules offensively, unless you're trying to catch somebody, you know.
That is true. That is true. But you know, having the extra range for that silence really helps as well. So
Oh yeah, that's the other big one. Alright, we got Octarine being worked on here by OP. Let's actually check out some of the big item choices here. Starting from IG, Q has nothing, so moving on. XSS is... what is that Vitality booster for? Octarine himself, or you think it's something else?
Octarine, extra reduction,
Yeah.
Midas faster, Greaves faster, Pipe
Wow.
faster.
There you go. And then we got Boboka. Did not go back for the Midas. I think he had like a 4-stack queue up. Yeah, he's working on a 4-stack. And then Burning, I see him every time I see him, he's inside a hero. So I'm worried about his farm. Looks like he's fallen off a little bit here. Actually, just kidding. He's number 1. What am I saying?
He's number 1 farm.
He's number 1. He's popping out to Midas every
Don't
time.
doubt. Yeah. Don't doubt the bee god.
The B god. And he's got Basher. How is he actually so farmed, like, while staying in a hero every goddamn minute?
Just wait. Give him the Midas.
Alright,
Alright,
back to a hero.
time to jump back in.
Is that the secret to Life Stealer? You get Midas, you do that, and... there we go. Bobuka.
Oh, this is a good kill.
Yo,
Let's go for it.
Are you sure?
The
Alright,
9K. It's a 9K.
Dead. Oh, they dropped the rock too, and now the Greaves is gonna come through. Bobuka's gonna be immediately dead. OP dropping off the silence, and now KP popping the blade mail,
Oh.
popping the ult.
He's in a very...
Oh, he's in the bad spot. XSS, where's the black hole? Cancels the ultimate. Kaka did buy back here. OP will get jumped down. XSS just unable to drop his ultimate. There's a glimpse back. He blinks away. XSS is on the left side, but his team isolated. Burning this time around needs to man fight. Where's the black hole dude? He's asking, where's the black hole dude?
Alright. You kill Kaka. He buys back. He comes back into the fight. He still hits a gigantic freezing field. This
Baited.
Crystal Maiden.
Baited.
No, I couldn't click on the fight recap. But
Oh.
yeah, they,
Oh no, XSS pop the Greaves for himself. Pops a pipe, and now perhaps KP in a little bit of trouble. He does have his ultimate, so he's fine.
KP is just doing so much in these team
He
fights.
is.
Like this Abaddon is so annoying.
He's like unkillable.
Yeah, he's doing so much for Newbee right now.
Alright, hear me out, and this might sound crazy. I think either DP, Enigma, or Boboka, somebody needs to get a Silver Edge and kill this guy and prevent his ultimate, right? You break him so his ult don't passively trigger, and then you black hole him. Because he's the team's everything. He's a tank, he's a damage dealer.
I think for starters, the Enigma can't be caught out like that. You can't leave him leave him in a position where he can, you know, die in a team fight. It's
Oh.
really risky.
KP just pop his ultimate to run. Is this the play? Do you black hole this? Oh my god, you do.
Oh my goodness.
He's the team's everything, I'm telling you. There you go. Look at how easy his kill without his ult. mean, they got that CDR, right?
I wonder if that was like a little cocky by
XSS?
by KP. No, by KP.
Okay.
Because I think he easily could have just ran, right? But that's like one of those moments where you're just like, you're not gonna do it, right? And then all of a sudden XSS walks up to you, he's like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. It's
I'm
like
doing it.
two guys at a poker table, you know? I'm not sure whether it was still the right choice, the black hole there, but you know. And now they're threatening to push a tower without black hole. Is this the right play?
Okay, they're gonna jump you 9.
One, and he is just dead. Is he? He pops a BKB.
Wait.
Just kidding. Black hole would have been good there, I guess.
Wait.
Alright, Yulsep, they're being used
used
offensively. He used it on the Crystal Maiden,
KP
and
needs
now
to buy
OP is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Actually, he's fine. Nobody's focusing on him anymore. Meanwhile, Faith on the back line will die to burning.
Alright, just kidding. He doesn't need to buy back.
He's gonna be back in 10. And now, even without the black hole, they will win the fight. Crystal Maiden blinks out. He's fine. 4 staff away as well. Ember's still inside. He gets stormed! Ember
Wait,
gets
he has
stormed!
Yules.
Okay, Yule
He
Scepter.
has one more slight.
Trying to get out. Where's
He
the
has one more
silence? Where's the silence? Okay. He's dead. Well, KP might be back, but half the team is dead again, so to the high ground we go.
Oh, that would have been fine if SCCC didn't get
Glimpse
caught
back
out.
KP. Okay, ultimate being forced out. They frostbite OP up. OP using his Yules extremely offensively. Silence will pop up against KP. Do they have Glimpse again? No mana here on the Disruptor anymore. And now the tier 3 under heavy siege, burning, taking a ton of that damage. We'll pop the open move, we'll pop the rage, we'll decide to run. He might die. He goes inside of OP. Crystal Maiden blinks forward into a 2-man silence. OP making the play right now. Ember back in 46 seconds. OP getting crushed. Lifestealer pops back out. Lifestealer just dies after popping back out. Mugi or U9 going to work right now. SC jumping forward after the buyback. Look for the kill. We'll get an entirety team wipe. Newbee says she pushed the wrong base. Now to the Roshan pit we go. Oh, this game is back and forth. But KP did die again.
Oh, that was such a close exchange. It looked so good, but like you said, because Burning popped down, it pretty much died immediately. They didn't have the manpower to continue fighting. And once again, Enigma not able to use Black Hole because I think they went into that engagement with him having just far too little mana.
I think it was
Another
perhaps
Roshan goes in the way.
a bit too greedy to actually go high ground in the first place.
A gift from
I kind of agree with you there. Maybe you know, do a little damage to the tower, but
Right.
that was quite the commitment.
So Ember did have to buy back there. Yeah, so you know, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbow here for Newbee, but they did defend. And they were
Well,
able to-
more importantly, they
Yeah.
defended in a way that allowed them to take Roshan.
right.
So definitely still a very big victory for them.
As he's getting to the territory where he is running out of inventory slots. Mugi also extremely big, or rather U9. Alright, that crush misses entirely, but Kaka, just kidding, he's fine. 4 steps to the high ground. Says, yeah, you guys ain't 9k. I got this. And we're gonna see some big CM ults soon. That BKB is coming back online. Meanwhile, XSS finds SC, perhaps trying to bait that black hole. Malefice still doing a little bit of work. Open moons up here. Yule Scepter for himself. Black Hodu, that's the one! Alright, Aegis is gonna be gone. The question is, do you storm on top of this? And the answer is, yes you do. That is gonna be a double kill, and he does not have buyback. May oh my, let's go. Go mid.
Alright. This is truly a back and forth game. That was like really greedy of SCCC though, to be farming in such an aggressive position.
And then like,
Especially considering his situation, right? Not having buyback. Even though he has Aegis, you're by yourself.
alright, Mugi walks in. Keep in mind, he does have the cheese. He activates the BKB, looking to manfight against Burning. Burning losing his HP very rapidly. They ping out SSS, and they do take him down. A lot of the aura has been lost. Yosef defensively, then Crush! Doing a lot of work, burning, still right-clicking away. Now Mugi has consumed the cheese. He's out. He is done. I'm not sure whether KB has his ultimate triggered. Apparently so. He is going to be taking all of this damage, and he survives! Somehow, with the solo crest, he's out. The buyback being triggered here from the Troll Warlord. OP is still standing strong, but the ultimate has ended. So I don't think they actually could break the high ground.
They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going. They're grouping up to Shrine.
Okay.
Yeah, they're grouping up to Shrine. They're gonna come back because XXS bought back for this.
Alright. Pretty much bought back just to heal and provide some stuns.
Oh, this upheaval is so annoying.
Okay, they
Alright
say
guys, we're going to a
lanes.
different lane. Yeah,
Switch
we're
lanes.
done.
Smart. Now, Glyph is gonna get forced out. KP's back in the fight. Shiva's guard, popping everyone low. Burning, pops a rage. Goes right on KP. KP needs to activate his ultimate. Okay, he does pop it off. Getting a little bit of HP back. Burning, down to about half HP. Go inside somebody! He goes inside OP again. The right click's coming through. Defensive Yo's coming out as well. Mugi's BKB's ending, but the Ember Sphere is back. And SC is gonna make the defense. Meanwhile, simultaneously, the creep waves is invading into the IG space. So, need to go back now. But IG got what they wanted, which is the tier 3, right? So now shrines are open up. They'll heal up and take it a little bit later on.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Picking out the Shivas is actually so important for OP. Because this troll is hitting really, really hard right now.
Never refuse.
But unfortunately for Troll, that's he's only kind of good for one target. Once his ultimate runs out, unfortunately he's not strong enough to continue the fight, it seems.
Looks like he's
Went
going
down
for
fairly quick.
Scotty next. Do you think that
Yep.
will really help the situation that he's in? Like, it's not exactly the best damage item, and
No, I definitely like the Scotty pickup. He just kind of needs to tank up and survive long enough so that he can actually find the second target and start building up
fervor stacks.
stacks.
I mean, another option is to like go the other end of the spectrum, right? You get a blink, and you just like try to snipe XSS or Q on the backline. Or do you think that's just like too YOLO?
I think that's definitely an option, but not one that he needs to take because SCCC is the one who can do that.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, Scotty has been committed. XSS thought about Octarine, but decides back into the BKB, which I think that's definitely a very fair choice. I think the more important thing in that fight, though, is that OP hits level 25, so 600 extra health here for the Death Prophet. And all of those, the armor item he picked up earlier suddenly looks much better. That's a lot of effective HP.
Definitely. And now they're going to start working on those shrines. BKB is completed on Crystal Maiden. Where is the Aghanim Scepter queue up?
I think buybacks is more important right now.
Well, I mean, he's got 300 gold, so he's not even close.
I think the moment of truth, though, the respawn talent or the GPM talent for CM?
Oh, see, at this point, you definitely take the respawn talent.
Do you? 35 seconds in this stage of the game is not enough for the respawn, especially when all of these fights are at your side of the base. Your side
I
of
guess
the
you're
map.
right. That is very true. No, I think that's true.
Because she's so high level at this point that when she dies, it's like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 seconds, if not more.
Oh, KP hitting 25 now. That Aphotic Shield talent. 500 HP.
Yo, that's OP.
It is.
I think a lot of players forget, or not forget, but they for whatever reason they don't do this, where like you just keep replacing the shield, right? It has such a low cooldown, and every time you replace a shield, it's a 500 AOE nuke, which is not nothing in these team fights.
Yeah, definitely. And well, he's gearing up towards the Octarine build, probably.
Ooh, they see XSS. This could. Oh, he blinks away.
I mean, they see OP as well. OP is going to be going for heart as well. Sitting at 34 armor and 3.2k life.
Yep. I mean, I think he's gonna hit 4K when this is all said and done.
Just like your MMR.
Damn, man. Dude, that was. That was such a burn. I don't even know how to reply to that one.
Is it a burn? Is 4K that much of a burn?
I don't know.
Wait, Kaka.
He knows. He knows.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. That's the support slide of Fist, you know? Just blink. He just broke a smoke and he's like,
No.
where are you guys at?
Alright, he has a sheepstick queued up. Not as hype.
I mean, could be hype when you cancel the black hole. Here we go. IG on the move. Checking out on their vision. They don't see nothing.
The important thing to note is that Enigma does have the BKB now, so gotta be careful with the Warlock ulti.
Yep. We got the Midas queuing up for Warlock. He's got the Refresher queue up, which I think at this point in the game much more important than the Aghanim Scepter, right?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. You pretty much guarantee that XSS could never black hole.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we're faulting XSS in a lot of these team fights where, like, you know, he needs to black hole, but it's hard for him to actually land one, especially when he hasn't seen the Warlock ult just yet.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also considering the fact that he's like holding all of the utility items, so he has to be in the middle of everything.
Right. Alright, Shiva's guard, we'll check out that Roche is alive.
Up.
Well, they're getting very fast pushed in here by SE, so they need to make an adjustment, top and bottom.
Well, unfortunately for SCCC, he can't finish his Octarine just yet. Has to hold on to that buyback.
Oh, chain? XSS does not commit the Greaves to break out of it. Roshan is being started up as we speak. Blink, Midnight Pulse. XSS
Right.
almost daring them to go into. The silence is going to hit on 2. They find KP by himself. Siphon Soul happening right now. OP in the middle of everything. Nice two-man chain on the left line here. Nothing being committed from either side yet except the OP ultimate. Slaughter gets used up. Defensive force staff. He's back out. OP on the run. Silence again on Crystal Maiden. Nothing. Ultimate is being wasted. Duration. IG decides to go inside the pit. This could be dangerous against the Warlock ultimate. Kaka blinks forward, pops it over for a little bit more vision. OP's ultimate, again, running low now. Now they want to fight. Blink stun. Black hole not being committed just yet. Blink dagger constantly being cancelled. Inside the pit,
Oh,
OP
Dire got
draining. The storm's going to be there. Dire getting the HS. That's going to be big. We have the Slaughter going down first. SE stunned up, silenced up. He's going to be done. Great play by Q here. He buys back. Troll Warlord perhaps needs to buy back as well. Now they focus on KP. KP also goes down. True Sight hits the deck on the back line. SE goes back in. He wants to assassinate Q. He cannot get Q. No, just kidding. He does get him, but will he actually die? The secondary rock does come out. Black Hole! It's gonna come. The rock has been dropped. That means the Black Hole can be dropped as well. That is 2 minutes without the Ember Spirit. Silence. Force staff up to the high ground. Crystal Maiden blinks back out. Kaka making some plays, saving himself and his ally, but critically, Ember Spirit is gone for 2 minutes.
That is such an intense team fight for the Warlock and the Enigma.
Yeah,
both
it was
of them
just chicken,
never.
right?
Yeah, it was a game of chicken. Both of them never casted anything, knowing that both of them still had their abilities up.
And then, you know, like, it was just like fireworks going off next to them.
Yep, and at the end of the day, like, it pays off for IG. Like, not having that rock committed really hurt them.
Yep. Okay, XSS blinks in, eats a bunch of nukes. And the Warlock had to use it because that was his Ember buyback, right? If Ember dies there without him helping him out, like, that's game.
Yeah, exactly.
But the problem is, as soon as he dropped rocks, XSS says, I'm free. And now with the Octarine cooldown, here we go. OP pops his ultimate for a second time. The melee racks going down fast. Troll Warlord just not buying back. I think he understands that even if he buy back, it doesn't do anything. Burning pops back out. Burning, though, taking a ton of that damage. Just kidding. He goes right on KP. Here's a buyback from the Troll Warlord, but the Raxus have already gone down. They storm up on Faith. Faith taking a ton of that damage, but Burning taking a little bit more as well. They're going to go on OP. OP's going to go down. The Aegis triggers as well. They take down 2 simultaneously. Kaka blinks in on the backline, goes on Q. The support on support violence. XSS on the run. Crystal Maiden, BKBO. Just kidding. They corrosive haste her and she just dies. Moo looking to right click here at the shrine is activated. He is running back in. Kaka buys back here, looking to the fight here. Boboka is going to go down as well. They find XSS, perhaps. He will also go down. Kaka making the plays here. XSS will finally go down. They do defend the base, but at what cost? Multiple buybacks, as well as the Rax has already gone down. Newbee needs to run down the other direction and start forcing out some buyback of their own.
They had to commit a lot of buybacks to that as well, but they do hold, and it is definitely an exchange in their favor, but I mean, how many more buybacks do they have? Let me see.
Alright, checking out buybacks. Enigma's got them. DP's got them. Lifesteal's got them.
More importantly, not a single Radiant member has buyback, so I mean, this is dangerous territory for Newbee right now.
I mean, you just win now, right? U9 has a double damage ridden for quite a bit. So let's go. Let's pop that battle trance.
There's a buyback, Enigma.
And he's got the black hole. But the Rock? Is the Rock back up soon? Wait, hold that thought. OP. Being focused on. The Rock's back in 4 seconds, so I'm not even sure if the Enigma buyback would do that much. We're gonna see that game of chicken again. OP getting the Spare Siphon out again. The Yule Scepter up, the double damage is gone. Kaka being forced back in, but he just walks out of the kinetic field. Tower taking a ton of the damage, but just not going down just yet. U9 going back in once again. Open wounds are going to go on U9. U9 getting bashed up here. A lot of HP being drained. The Static Storm hits absolutely nothing. And now SC thinking about coming back in. 3-man Rock and the buyback immediately for Enigma. Enigma threatening to come in with a Black Hole. He blinks in. Black Hole! It's only going to get one, but it's going to be on an important one. Tro Warlord. Will he die? Yes, he will under the Black Hole. And now on the back line, Crystal Maiden letting that ultimate loose and running into the Crystal Maiden ultimate. Bubblecat, oh my god, Crystal Maiden just dies. KP looking to fight this, getting a ton of HP back under the Exorcism, and he's looking to actually 1v4. He's actually doing okay right now, but his ultimate does end, and he will die very quickly. KP also goes down. Alright, it is SC against the world. Can he hold by himself?
I think this just might be it. No troll, no Abaddon for like over a minute. I think this just might be it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Ember can do. In fact, Ember is continuing to shove it way up top. And again, as soon as you see the Warlock ult use, like XSS just waiting for that one, and it just buys back.
Yeah, you know what would have been even funnier is if they both had Refresher.
Oh yeah.
And you would see a very interesting level of patience from the both of these.
Alright. The Raxes are melting like paper, but they're not getting the last set of Rax yet. Are they going for the GG? Alright, they're going down.
No, they're going for the safe play.
Okay. Kaka trying to do what he can to slow this down. Burning, making some play. Kaka has the Force Staff. He'll blink back out. Crystal Maiden ultimate in 10. Kaka walks back in. The Yule Scepter picks one up. The Storm's gonna be there. SC.
Oh, this might be it.
This is it. No, he's out. He's out. The glimpse Kaka back, but it's gonna be Mega Creeps. Yeah.
Q has the Scepter. That's
yes, he does. And now OP doesn't even have ultimate for all of this. He will have it now, so the base is gonna be going down fast. He pops it. Alright, Tro Warlords back and forth. They need to make a play now. Kaka.
BKB freezing field.
Yeah, let's go.
The last chance.
Blink BKB ult. Silence up. I mean, she'll just die instantly as soon as he blinks in. Alright, Kaka.
Believe.
BKB. Let it rip. Kaka being ignored completely. They just killed the throw.
Completely ignored her.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
A really important thing to take from this game. Not a single person calls GG or plays the "It's a Disaster" chat wheel.
That's when you know it's a good game. I guess. Is it?
Is that
a marking of a good game? I don't know. This game was so fun to watch, right? Like, especially the dance between XSS and Faith. And it was just like OP going in, KP standing his ground, and
I mean, yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, that was.
Very back and forth. Couldn't ever tell who was going to come out on top. I mean, I guess in IG,
they were always
after
a bit
that
ahead.
Roshan fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were always. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that was only game 1.
Well, guys, that is game 1 in the books here, and you gotta keep in mind that both these teams are fighting for their lives. They are in the lower bracket of the Summit 7 Chinese qualifier, so the loser is out. And now Newbee's got their back against the wall. I just realized that the final score is 32-32. This game was a lot more even than what we thought. But for now, we're gonna go into a break. Game 2 is coming up next, guys, and don't go anywhere.